Hey friends, how's it going? How do we make sure that our GenAI agents don't go rogue? That is the big question. And for that, we have certain kinds of lifecycle events, and these are called hooks. Now, if you have worked a lot with Claude Code, then you might already be familiar with the concept, but if not, then here they are now also available in Codex, and that's why we should use them. So first off, as I mentioned already, hooks are kind of lifecycle events, meaning whenever the agent is trying to do something, then we can ensure that we first run certain kinds of deterministic script in order to make sure that this, what the agent wants to do, is actually what we also want it to do. And there are certain kinds of events, as you can see here on their homepage, which is pre-tool use, the permission request, post-tool use, pre-compact, and so on. So for instance, if your agent wants to run a bash command or execute a Python script, right, something like that, we could make sure that before this is actually happening, we apply some kind of safety. And how that works, I'm going to show you right now. You can read through it if you want to know more, or also, of course, ask your agent. But basically, if I make this smaller, you can see it in here. I have here this done on a project level. I have here in my project, there's a .codex folder, and there inside is a hooks.json file. And this hooks.json file can basically, contain what you want the agent to do. For instance, oftentimes, this is just a convenience thing for me, but the agent is running and I'm not watching the screen all the time. So I would like to know when the agent is done with a task. And for that, I like to hear some sound as an example. And that's, for instance, what I've created here. This is just a hook, which whenever the agent is finished, as you can see here on the stop command, it basically then triggers a PowerShell command, which is just actually playing a sound. So it's just, if you go there, if I scroll to the end, you'll see that basically it runs a play sound, in this case PowerShell script, and then it basically tells me on, on my ear, so to speak, that it is basically done and I can go and tell it the next task or what's the next to do. But this could also be done due to security issues. As you can see here, I have another hook, which is implemented here. That's just another example, which is within this project, for instance, right? And this hooks.json file is then, say, for instance, as you can see here, a pre-tool use. So when the agent wants to run, for instance, in this case, a bash command, which could be actually something malicious on my system, which I don't want, right? Then it first needs to run here a Python script, which you can see here, a command is a Python command, and basically it then points to a specific Python file, in this case also in this project directory under the hooks. So basically the hooks.json is kind of a steering document, which then refers to, based on a certain command, like in this case the bash command, point and say run the security gate first. And if we take a closer look at the security gate, you can see that if I scroll up, it's basically checking certain kinds of regex scripts. For instance, is an API key inside this, what the agent wants to do? Is it kind of a delete, remove, destroy command, anything like that, right? So you can see here it's checking for various, in this case, regex expressions. And if I scroll down to the end, you basically see what it does. Because as you can see here, it just runs this main command, and this just loads here, json.load, the system.stand-in. Basically, all what the agent is proposing now, right? And then it just checks, okay, what is the tool name? Event.getToolName. What's the input for the tool? So the arguments. And then it's basically running all of this through the regex expressions. And just make sure that if something of this is actually malicious, or points something malicious, it basically blocks it. That's the idea behind that, right? And that's, as you can see here, raise system.exit main is just, and then execute the main command. And this is one security guardrail. Of course, you can do additional ones. This is just one example, but this makes sure that when we do our work with our GenAI agents and let it run basically systems or basically commands on our system, then we want to make sure that certain kinds of maybe commands or things should not be executed with either first our consent or not at all, right? That's up to us. And these are, or this can be done by hooks, so by these lifecycle events, as you can see here, either for convenience, as you have shown you with the play sound, or also regarding security, as you can see in this script here. And by the way, you don't have to create them yourself, right? As always, you can ask your GenAI agent for how to set up this hook. I want to have this and this hook for this and this purpose. Let's build this, right? And then you can build it, and then of course you should test it afterwards, but that's basically how you make sure that your agent doesn't go rogue and is actually doing exactly what you want it to do. So that's it for this video. As I said, it's a very, very important topic, and you should dive deeper into that because most people miss this, and hopefully you will not do that in the future. As always, if you enjoyed the video, thanks a lot. Subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next one.